Hello, everyone. For this project, I chose to explore the Arab American Cultural Group, one with which I had very little previous experience. On April 12th, I attended the National Arab American Heritage Month celebration at the Children's Museum of Houston. The event was hosted by the Arab American Cultural and Community Center, which is dedicated to promoting Arab heritage and cultural awareness. Throughout the day, I had the opportunity to engage with a variety of cultural traditions. I observed Arabic calligraphy and learned that it comes in many styles, each influenced by different regions of the Middle East. I enjoyed learning how to spell my name. One thing that really surprised me was how the Arabic alphabet is sound based and derived from the Quran. It's not structured exactly like English, and spelling names is often more intuitive and shorter than I expected. That challenged my assumptions about language and reminded me that what feels normal to me is not universal. I watched people perform a traditional dance called Daki, which I discovered is a dance of unity, often performed at weddings. It had this powerful sense of community that I could feel just by watching. During the dance, they stomped on the ground, and when I interviewed the dancer, they said it's meant to evoke the ground and serve as a sign of resistance. The dancer mentioned it is most known for its origin in Palestine. I also learned about henna art, including its origins in the plant and its ceremonial use, especially before weddings. The designs and ink styles differ by region also. At another booth, I observed the Islamic Art Society showcasing works by young artists and helping them gain exposure. One of the most engaging lessons was about the daily Muslim prayer times, known as Salat. The 5 daily prayers occur at different times, starting with dawn, then noon, following afternoon, next the sunset, and at night. It struck me how deeply structured and intentional these prayer times are, forming a consistent rhythm of spiritual mindfulness throughout the day. When interviewed, they reported it also creates a sense of collective spirituality among Muslims, regardless of their geographic location, language, or cultural background. I also observed modesty in the way they dressed, which varies by regions but is generally a cultural value. Women in particular wore headscarves and traditional attire, not only as religious expression but also as a form of identity and pride. What stood out to me most was how welcoming and friendly everyone was. People were genuinely eager to share their culture, explain traditions, and have meaningful conversations. A moment that really moved me was a storytelling session about a young girl who had recently moved from Lebanon to the USA. She brought Lebanese food to school and prayed in different ways and was called Habiti and dressed differently. At first, her classmates mocked her for being different, but eventually, they realized she laughed, learned, and played just like them. Her background was different, but that difference didn't need to be a barrier. This experience opened my eyes to how diverse one culture can be internally. Within Arab American identity, there are so many subcultures, histories, and expressions. That made me reflect deeply on the complexity of the self and how important it is for both counselor and clients to develop a grounded, healthy identity. As a counselor, I want to be able to step into a client's world without getting lost in it and create space where they can safely grow into their own sense of self. This connects strongly to multicultural counseling. I was humbled by how much I didn't know, and it made me more curious and cautious about making assumptions. I saw how easy it would be to overgeneralize the Arab American experience, and how harmful that could be if I wasn't open minded. I am glad this event took place at a children's museum. It goes to show that even as professionals, we should have a childlike curiosity about cultures other than ours. In terms of Christian integration, I was reminded of how important it is to meet people with Christ like humility and empathy. I also learned that not all Arab Americans are Muslim, some are Christian, others follow different faiths, and some may not practice religion at all. As a Christian counselor, This deepened my understanding of the ethical call to respect spiritual diversity and avoid imposing beliefs while still holding space for meaningful spiritual conversations. Overall, this experience helped me grow personally and professionally. It reminded me that being culturally competent isn't just about knowledge, it's about posture, a posture of respect, curiosity, and humility, and ultimately, love. Thank you.